Did you know that there are around 440 species of shark worldwide that can be found in waters ranging from the warm tropics to the cold waters of the Arctic? Now, out of those 440 species, we'll be focusing on one of the most docile yet respected shark species, the nurse shark.
The adventures.
5K!
Woo!
It's shark time, so let's see what we get. Nurse sharks are personally some of the most beautiful sharks in the world. Their color range can be seen from an olive brown to a yellowish tan. These bottom dwellers belong to one of the 8 orders of sharks called the Erectolobiforms, but for short, we can call them the carpet sharks. The carpet sharks include bamboo sharks, zebra sharks, and surprisingly, the largest shark in the sea, the whale shark. They obtain the name carpet shark commonly due to the prevalence of patterns on the body that resemble the mosaics or designs of carpets. As for the nurse shark, it has its predominantly solid hue to work with. Nurse sharks can be found across the eastern Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, inhabiting warm, shallow waters. Their names are said to have derived from the suction sound they make when feeding through the sand in search of crustaceans and fish, a sound that resembles that of a nursing baby. These slow-moving bottom dwellers are some of the most docile shark species on the planet and pose little to no threat to humans. Yet, that is not to get confused with the fact that they still have strong jaws lined with thousands of serrated teeth and can grow up to lengths of 14 feet. So, with any animal, it is good to respect its space and home. Nurse sharks can be identified and distinguished by their rounded cat-like face and their twin dorsal fins, which is the characteristic they share with lemon sharks. Another interesting fact is that nurse sharks, along with a handful of other shark species, have the ability to sleep. For the majority of sharks must keep moving in order to flow water over their gills to stay alive. Yet in nurse sharks and others alike, they undergo a process of bugle pumping, which is pulling water through the mouth and over the gills using their cheek muscles. This can be seen in their cousins, the rays and the skates, for they too tend to hang out on the ocean floor. Nurse sharks are some of my personal favorites for their coloration, demeanor, and overall lifestyle. They hang out on the bottom, catch food when it wants, and loves to sleep. With all sharks, there is nothing to be afraid of. We as humans have to be very respectful of their surroundings and personal space. And according to the IUCN, their numbers are stable and plenty. Yet with things like fear, commercial fishing, habitat encroachment, and pollution, shark and marine populations could be decimated. So make sure to stay knowledgeable and learn more about sharks to gain a better understanding about the effects humans and our actions can have on the environment. Opt to reuse, reduce, and recycle, and even upcycle your waste so that it doesn't end up in the ocean. To learn more about sharks, marine organisms, and other wildlife, visit my Instagram at The Adventures of 5K. Thanks for stopping by to learn more about nurse sharks on 5K's Wildlife Wednesdays, and I'm looking forward to having you on the next adventure. But until then, stay up, take off, and let's race.